On a still October evening in 2017, the deep silence of space was disturbed, not by sound, but by discovery. Astronomers noticed an intruder drifting across the black expanse, moving in a way that defied every rule of celestial mechanics. It spun and tumbled, its shape too elongated to be a comet, its speed too great to belong to any rock from our solar system. This was something unprecedented, a visitor from beyond our star's domain. They named it Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar object ever detected within our solar system. For a brief, electric moment, it was the focus of the entire world. Was it a fragment of a shattered planet? A strange shard of cosmic ice? Or, in whispers few dared to voice, was it a messenger from some intelligence far older than ours? But before answers could be found, it slipped away, swallowed once more by the void. That should have been the end of the story, but it was. Now, against every expectation and every law of motion we thought immutable, Oumuamua has returned, and it is no longer alone. Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, known for his skepticism and scientific caution, has announced something that has sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. Our visitor has arrived with company, numerous companions, each behaving in ways no natural object should. They are not drifting aimlessly, they are not fragments, they move with eerie precision, as though guided by purpose, as though they are aware. The question is no longer what Oumuamua is, but why it has come back, and who or what travels beside it. When the object first swept past in 2017, it refused every category scientists tried to place it in. It had no cometary tail, no outgassing, no familiar behavior. Instead, it spun erratically, its cigar-like form reflecting sunlight in strange, uneven flashes, and then, most bewildering of all, it accelerated away from the sun, as though nudged by an invisible hand. No known asteroid or comet could behave this way, and so, with no means to pursue it, humanity simply watched it vanish into darkness. But this time, the impossible has happened. Oumuamua's path curves back into the solar system, following no gravitational arc that could be predicted, escorted by dozens of similar objects, and they do not drift like rocks. They hover, they oscillate, they close ranks and spread apart again, their movements synchronized as if in silent conversation. As telescopes across the globe locked onto this strange procession, something became clear. This was no random scattering. The formation moved in spirals, in graceful, repeated loops, as if orbiting an unseen axis. Some circled Oumuamua directly, others ranged farther before returning, each turn a perfectly timed maneuver. The movements had the elegance of a choreographed dance and the unsettling implication of coordination. Then came the moment that silenced even the most skeptical observers. One of the companion objects broke formation, not chaotically, but with deliberate intent. It hovered motionless for hours, then accelerated away in a clean, unwavering trajectory, showing no signs of propulsion, no trail, no thrust. It ignored Saturn's pull, slid past the great currents of solar wind, and aimed straight for the edge of the solar system. This was not the motion of a rock. This was the decision of something in control. Dr. Tyson, cautious as always, refuses to claim alien origin. But even he admits, there is nothing in known physics that explains this return, nothing in our models that accounts for such orchestrated motion. And perhaps most haunting through it all, the fleet remains utterly silent. No signals, no radio noise, only movement. That silence has drawn researchers from another field entirely, archaeoastronomy. Comparing the current formation to patterns found in ancient carvings and star maps, they've discovered something astonishing. Across continents and cultures, Sumerian tablets, Andean stonework, Siberian petroglyphs, there are depictions of long, narrow forms accompanied by smaller objects, arranged in geometries eerily similar to what we now see in our skies. Statistical analysis suggests this is no coincidence. It raises a chilling possibility that these visitors have been here before, long before recorded history, and that our ancestors, in some way, saw them too. Yet modern instruments find nothing familiar in their makeup. They emit no detectable signals, reflect no predictable light, and show no mineral compositions found in nature. Some absorb light entirely. Others bend it strangely, as though wrapped in material engineered for purposes we can only guess at. And still, they coordinate, communicating through some unseen medium, perhaps quantum entanglement, perhaps gravity itself. Perhaps something beyond our current capacity to even name. Equally strange, they are not approaching Earth. Instead, their interest seems fixed on the gas giants, their magnetic fields, and the immense gravitational currents flowing around them. To some, that's reassuring. To others, it's troubling because it suggests we are either irrelevant to them or already known. Some scientists have begun to wonder if this is not a first encounter at all, but an audit, returning to confirm data collected long ago. And then came the latest revelation. One of the companions accelerated in a way that should be impossible, as though bending space itself. It didn't seem to travel through the void, it appeared to move the void around it. What was once the realm of science fiction, warp fields, negative energy, the manipulation of space-time, has entered the realm of observation. If true, it changes everything. Interstellar travel would no longer be speculation. It would be a fact already demonstrated before our eyes. In 2017, Oumuamua left us with a question. Now it returns with a fleet, and with that fleet, a statement. We are not alone, and the universe is far more structured, active, and perhaps inhabited than we ever dared believe. They have not come to greet us, they have not come to frighten us, but they have come, and they are watching, as Dr. Tyson has put it, this is not about fear, it is about recognition. The cosmos is not empty, it is alive with purpose. And for the first time, we may be beginning to see the patterns that were always there, waiting for us to notice. Keep looking up, because somewhere in the vastness above, something is already looking back.